Now to talk to people for intel.
Somebody printed a Hyperdyne Systems weapon brochure. On paper. Hyperdyne's whole damn business is based on virtual sales. They don't manufacture anything. They sell licenses for fabrication blueprints and ballistic software. When you order, they send a bunch of files over Hyperpulse. You load them into your own fabricator and hit print. Look, I know Hyperdyne is technically the enemy. They design small arms for the Union of Progressive Peoples. But they know how to run a business. Few colonies in the Hyades had heavy industry, and they were short on freighters. But every outpost had general-purpose commercial fabricators. Hyperdyne knows where the wind's blowing. That's how they survived as a UPP state enterprise when other Hyades megacorps got nationalized.
Marine, I heard you found damaged armor aboard Katanga. Huh. That didn't just get sprayed with acid. It got soaked in a puddle. Probably from the corpse of a burster. There's a rich history of poisonous critters on Earth. Dart frogs, rough-skinned newts, the blue-ringed octopus. If a predator takes a bite, they die. Xenobursters take you don't dare kill it to a new level. Subcutaneous, high-pressure acid bladders that burst on death. It's a perfect example of xenomorph survival strategy. Doesn't matter if an individual dies, so long as the hive continues. When a burster's killed, it harms the hive's enemies, so they charge in, suicidally close. This is a morph we haven't seen before. It must come out of some species native to LV-895. I can't wait to see what that is.
Really?
Hmm?
Lighting the floor under me on fire.
Ah, a corporate intelligence report. Recent border activity by the Union of Progressive Peoples, a subject of concern to commissars as well. The
Is it
UPP
more
has been a
believable
rival
there's
of
an
the
accident if I say
Americas
oops?
and are nominal allies in the Three World Empire for much of the last century. There are frequent confrontations with the UPP's space operating forces. Things were more contained before the Hyades revolts of the 50s and 60s. Lack of attention to corporate abuses in the colonies drove many to embrace the UPP's anti-capitalist sentiments. To summarize the current balance of power, we enjoy the most robust industry. Our three WE allies possess the finest technology, but the UPP has the largest population base. Most Marines refer to UPP forces as froggies. They often call us corporatists.
Hey, I'm hearing scuttlebutt around the squad bay. Talk that maybe Colonel Ship took this too far. We could have quarantined Katanga, right? Called in more ships? Listen, the Colonel knows about everything people know about Xenos. How they react, how their guts work. She knew that before she joined the Corps. When she was a teenager, she survived a Xeno outbreak. Little outlier colony. You would never heard of it. One thing she'll always hold to. Gotta kill them fast. The longer you wait, the more chance they got to spread. I don't know all the details, and you know what? It ain't my place to ask, but I do know she got a twin sister, Viola. Also, the ship went into a goddamn hive to rescue her. That's how she learned some of the shit she know about Xenos, watching close range from inside. Maybe, but by the time a battle group got here, Wayland Yutani would have their people in system. Executives and dog catcher teams, mercenaries and lawyers. They find something to cite that the Colonel don't got authority to override, Colonial Protection Act or not. Then they swagger aboard Katanga or land on LV-895 and fuck it all up real good. Xenos find ways. They hide, go where humans can't. Tight spaces, vacuum, deep cold. wait for their chance, come when you ain't looking, and don't expect them. But just don't go bringing it up with herself. Tu sabe? Colonels ain't in the habit of explaining themselves to grunts. Yo, it's just between you and me.
Man, that was a mouthful of dialogue. So, can we not run the next one with a challenge card, please? I don't want to have to pick your face up off the floor.
But I've got the one where we're not supposed to go down.
Yeah. Uh-huh. What else does it say? Just that?
Mm-hmm. For 3 times experience.
Cat, that is a bag.
It is literally complete the mission without anyone going down, 3 times experience. Would I cause you that much more trouble?
Consider what we just went through with a weapon jamming every half second.
The Xenos took out the entire Blue Fire team. Their mission falls to us. You're going into the heart of the hive to rig the refinery for detonation. That will take out the Xeno Queen, her entire brood, and you if you don't move fast.
You gonna put the card up?
You can even verify it.
Yep. I just know if you touch her, you're dead. And she is kind of a bitch.
Okay, so it's like my ex-wife. I don't want to touch her anyway.
Maybe it is your ex-wife. Maybe that's why you got the black bag on you.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Get sent in to deal with your ex-wife. Well, the chances it's about to kick you.
I'd say 1 out of 2. Or 2 out of 2.
Just finished my first loading screen. I've now got the Aliens Fireteam Elite Circle loading screen. Yeah, I bet you got sent back. Never fails. It's always the first time we do a mission as well.
It's weird.
I'm sure my audience must enjoy these loading screens. Stop spinning. Should put me in with alpha and beta. Yep. And immediately abort mission.
Abort! Abort! Run away!
Team invite. Let's do this again.
Yep.
The Xenos took out the entire Blue Fire team. Their mission falls to us. You're going into the heart of the hive to rig the refinery for detonation. That will take out the Xeno Queen, her entire brood, and you if you don't move fast.
If I remember right, most of the
You're gonna put the refinery into overload state. You
intel
need to do
was
that from
very
process
quickly
control.
together.
It's at the base of Lacasi's core.
That is likely near the Xenomorph Queen.
Oh, we're just going in?
Yeah.
Careful. Sure to be eggs down here.
It's so nice when my gun doesn't jam.
No, 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 no! Bad place for a burster.
I mean, strategically, it's a great place for a burster.
For us, it's a bad place.
Yeah.
Check this room thoroughly.
Coming, both sides!
It's so nice to be able to actually use this gun.
You realize I feel the need to make the joke. When you shoot a burster, it kind of looks like chunky salsa verde.
Yeah.
Nice. Keep tight, cover each other. Before you enter the core will restore the auxiliary lift.
Nothing.
It'll be your egress. The self-destruct won't give much time.
Watch it. Why do I feel like we can get wonkavated out of here?
I think the first one we're looking for is a shedding of some kind.
I thought you said shedding and not shitting.
Like a used facehugger. Speaking of, facehugger coming in. Just remember something about an overgrown console. Keep forgetting no friendly fire from all the...
Doorhead's locked. There's an active terminal. Try it.
This might be the room.
Wash your hands after you touch that.
Found it.
Found some intel.
Squishy floor, squishy.
Ammo drop here.
The game is like slightly freaking out. Oh. Sorry, Russ. I gotta grab myself.
I just need a minute to top up ammo.
And health.
I was gonna say maybe do some heals.
Grabbing ammo. Nice, an 8K.
Maybe stop having the chunky salsa today. As more chunky salsa says hi.
Ammo drop.
I'm accessing terminal.
Console's busted.
Rearming.
New plan. You cut through the door. Play my last. Incoming!
I'm thinking it could have got more ideal than that for those guys. Huh?
Get out a cutting torch. Next stop's the elevator.
Cutting. Shall we?
Need ammo first.
Ammo drop here.
Grabbing ammo.
I'm just saying.
You know what sucks about being a compulsive reloader?
What?
There's a challenge card that punishes you for that.
Why aren't you
Hmm?
healing up and grabbing that spare med kit?
Because I like to try to actually improve if I use that, I'm basically more likely to get injured. It's like trying to make yourself beat a boss in Dark Souls without using a single Estus flask. It's how you get good.
Watch your right.
Box forward!
It can always be more on fire.
I mean, that is the Kaibal way, isn't it?
Pressure on the roof.
Hey, you pull this off, ship will probably write you up for a medal. Make sure you thank me.
Listen.
Check the other way.
I did. There's
Okay.
nothing there.
Squishy, squishy. At least flamethrower has a use.
Not jamming every 2 seconds?
Well, first off, burning egg. Second off, if I hit E, I have an infinite magazine.
Watch it. Sure to be eggs in these dark corners.
Ammo drop.
I'll actually use a
Patching
med
up.
kit this time.
Aid kit's here.
You got a drone coming!
Bypassing damage.
Intel over here.
Okay, I think the last one's near the elevator.
Another damn drone!
He immediately left. Left again.
I know, he does not want to play.
He ran into my flamethrower.
From drone to prone.
The aux elevator. Get it powered up. After you start the overload, this will be your evac route.
It'll be in the next room, I think, after we finish the elevator. I remember it's sitting on a barricade. It's dog tags. Me and Cakes missed this one like twice running this.
Now we blow this place. Final briefing at the core.
Weapons ready? I want to get pounced.
Haven't seen Cocoon since... we burned the hive. This doesn't happen to nobody else.
Ambush.
Some of these are recent. Wayland Yutani crew.
Good, great.
Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound.
Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound. Big boy. Wait until we're running up this elevator with the entire hive on us. Or running up the staircase, I mean. That'll feel like a cakewalk. I have a bad feeling we might have missed it somewhere. No, this room. Where is it? It was this room. It was one of these stupid barricades. Nice shock.
You know the best part?
Hmm?
That was just because he decided to melee me.
Another one.
Another big Nazi coming!
And we are technically in their home, of course.
Oh
it-
shit. Oh shit.
Well, challenge failed.
Yeah, they cornered me.
Patching up.
I had 6 health left.
Bypassing damage.
Catching up.
Bypassing damage.
How do you see why I said that chalice curve might not be worth it?
Eh, whatever.
This is what I was trying to find when you ran that way. Oh.
process controls the next room. Endgame. Prep while we brief you.
Fireteam, this is Colonel Ship. There are 3 systems you'll disable. Esther will guide you through the process. When all 3 systems are down, the reactor will build up to overload. You'll have about 2 minutes to reach that elevator you fixed. Watch out for each other. Dismissed.
The lift will express you down to subdeck 5. We'll be waiting to evac you there.
When you're ready, breach the door. Vaya con Dios, kids. Make me proud.
I at least thought we'd make it here first.
Kids here.
Thought that catwalk looked unstable? You'll egress by a different route.
Ammo drop.
You might notice
I
we
am
picked up
analyzing the
multiple
control
turrets
systems.
here.
Stand by.
Yep.
Please access the primary power regulator. Activate all systems. Full draw.
We ready?
Sentry deployed. Sentry active. Sentry set up.
You might notice I actually brought turrets with me when I came in.
Sentry deployed.
I'm as ready as I can be. I have vulnerability assessment drones as well. I would have waited until after we had already went loud for that.
Cover each other! Keep it up!
Get some, get some, get some! Big boy.
Board inbound!
I did not mean to fire that.
Rock.
I chop up ammo while we have 2 seconds.
Rearming.
Ammo drop.
Please disable the primary manual breakers.
Now you see why I brought so many turrets.
Get some!
I remember if the technician gets a input turret, he can replace constantly. Once we beat the game, we unlock survival though, which we can use that to rank up things. You're not going anywhere, Johnny. You do realize we're like right above the queen, right? She's actively in this room.
I mean, I wasn't aware.
You gotta be aware real quick.
Focus fire! I'm on the big one!
Please reroute the coolant away
I'm
from
on
the
it.
refinery core.
You got this! Watch for the stragglers!
All the turrets are gone.
Another way!
Patching up.
Heal yourself and grab that med kit.
I'll get those bastards.
If I remember right, we gotta go that way or
Look at
that
this.
way when we leave.
Please input override code 260479 and press the button marked Shakti Access.
Back to the elevator! Move!
Don't get grabbed, because Queen's here.
Nino Queen! You can't take her out! Just run! Go! Go! You can do this! Go! Go! Stay out of the fire! Assistance required. Mierda! Stay clear of her! Assistance required. Buckle in, shore party. We're burning to escape debris scatter.
If not for you getting quarter, we would have actually had that.
Yep. God damn.
Yeah, Flim.
That was a mission, though.
Decent ending too, wouldn't you say? Having to run past the queen and from her.
Mm-hmm. Though part of me would have wanted an like epic fight with the queen.
Supposedly the queen takes anti-tank weapons to kill.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Normally I would cut recording, but I'm going to do all the intel stuff and then cut after debrief.
What did
Good
you
point.
find over there? Parliamentary solicit. This has to be from the Three World Empire. Whoever Wayland Yutani had running security on Katanga must have been lining up their next contract. The
I will say, we just,
3WE has a smaller
in more than
military
essence,
than they need.
nuked the queen.
Every year, the Solar Parliament says they're going to expand recruitment. Every year, it gets tied up in committees. And every year, they end up paying twice as much for private military contractors from Wayland Yutani. They love bureaucracy over there. You blend the UK, Japan, and Europe, mix in technocrats from Titan and executives from Mars. About all they have in common is love of paperwork.
You found old dog tags on Katanga. Shit. Rumor control. This don't go beyond you and me. Comprendo? The Corporal Olivia ship who owned these dog tags, that's our colonel. Some 20 years back, her unit responded to a Xeno outbreak at a Seegson colony. The survivors evac to an orbital refinery, Katanga, but the bugs came with. Shit went bad. A civilian with a grudge took control of the refinery. The rescue dropships got wasted, and ship had to leave survivors through the station to the hangars. A lot of people got killed, civvies and ship's team. The bad guy herded them into Xeno ambushes, ground them up in the works. Now, ship don't talk about how it ended, even with me. And I served 2 tours with her now, so don't you go asking her nothing.
Under my authority as delegated by the Secretary of the Navy, I have awarded you the Expeditionary Service Ribbon for heroic service. Upon loss of contact with a Marine unit, you advanced into a xenomorph hive and confirmed the status of 3 MIAs. You then completed their mission, resulting in the destruction of said hive. Your boldness and dedication are in keeping with the finest traditions of the Colonial Marine Corps and United America's Armed Services. Given this day, in May 2202, Colonel Olivia Shipp, Commanding Officer, 33rd Marine Regiment, 11th Marine Division. Some things don't belong in official reports. Katanga has been a stain on the honor of the Corps for years. If you haven't heard the details yet, don't worry about it. I'll just say I'm personally glad to see the place blown to hell. Report to Lieutenant Santos for debriefing. Dismissed. Woof. Does that smell you, Marine? You must have run into xenoshedding. You get a scan? Look at that. Not from a chest burster. It's way too big. Has to be from a Praetorian. When a xenohive gets big, around 300 individuals, the queen secretes royal jelly. They feed it to adult drones, and it triggers a second stage metamorphosis. I don't think we know what that process looks like. Maybe they spin a cocoon. I'd love to know. Anyway, what comes out is a Praetorian, nearly as large as a queen. Mean as hell. They've got a head plate that's nearly impenetrable. They use it as a shield and for ramming attacks. Praetorians guard the queen and the deepest levels of the nest. They don't leave often. Good data, but you might want to hit the showers.
Bada bangs. Guess we can't call you Boot no more, huh? Hell of a deployment. We found shit Weyland-Yutani spent a lot of time and money hiding. Ruins left by aliens that looked like us. An orbital refinery used as a Xeno breeding farm. And a lab using tech from the ruins on Xenos from the refinery. We still got a secure LV-895 in the alien ruins. There's Xenos and mutants running loose down there. Normally, we carpet nuke the place. Ruins be damned, but Doc Hanukkah says that can make things worse. Spray that pathogen shit all over the damn moon. Near term, we're gonna hold orbit. Keep this shit locked down. I'll bet my ample Marine paycheck they're on their way here right now. They'll send military contractors, dog catcher units, lawyers. Maybe they'll talk, maybe they'll just start shooting. But that ain't all we gotta worry about. Doc Hanukkah says some rival company to Weyland-Yutani sabotaged Palace Station. Whoever that was, if they heard his mayday, they might be on their way here too. Shit's gonna get real interesting around here.
Listen up, Marine. Palace Station is still overrun by Xenos. Esther's been keeping an eye on it from orbit, and she's seen weird shit. Over the last few days, there's been big movements. Lots of bugs traveling overland to the south, some big canyon complex. Well, thanks to you, Katanga's no longer a problem. The refinery and the Xenohive went up in a real pretty nuclear fireball. We're trying to keep the Palace Station Xenos out of the LV-895 ruins. We still run into pissed off Weyland-Yutani synths, but without Cynthia leading them, they can't do jack. Honeker's over the moon. Esther and Savannah set him up with some basic recon drones to look around. I don't think he sleeps anymore. Every time I see him, it's engineer this and proto-window what's-o that. Well, when Xenos act weird, Colonel Ship wants to know why. Are they setting up another hive, or is something in that canyon attracting them? So you and me, we're heading back dirt side to get our answers. Recon the area the Xenos are moving into. If there's an issue, deal with it. Same as...
Hey, aside from Esther, I think you're the one I've spent the most time with. It was all running and shooting and screaming, but that's time. Right? Look, one of the Palace Station crew was a spy for Hyperdyne Systems. We never found out what he sent off station. Maybe his handlers know all about the pathogen and the xenomorph outbreak. They could be on their way here now. Well, Weyland-Yutani used to own Hyperdyne, but now they're competitors, especially on the frontier. No government's claimed any of these systems. They're both dropping colonies all over, trying to beat each other to the best planets. And besides that, I mean, Hyperdyne's a big defense contractor for the UPP, right? Shouldn't we be worried about this starting a war between them and us? The pathogen could be a terrible weapon. Weyland was just trying to make better xenomorphs with it, but you could just drop it. Dump it in a water supply. There's enough down there to wipe out every human colony. Weyland-Yutani's got to be on their way here. If Hyperdyne is too, things could get real bad for everyone caught in the middle. I know you've got things to deal with right now. I'm just worried about what happens next.
And the next 3 missions are DLC.
Yep.
I am going to cut recording here.